Shalom and welcome back to the YouTube channel of Pastor Paul, the ShofarMaker. And now here I have a One New Man Yemenite Kudu Shofar video 766 TJ size shofar. Yeah, and this A size is just another of our indicator. Yeah, so we have also the as we indicate the A size, we have the end of the let me just see. Okay, the end of the horn where we have cut off. Yeah, you see that? We have cut off this one, the end there. That's how much we have cut off for this particular shofar. Probably, let's just see how many inches is this. We have cut off about close to 2.5 inches of this end of the horn, with the sharp pointer end. So this is a video 766, and it is a semi-polished shofar, yeah, of a DJ size, a TJ size. Sorry, TJ size is anything from after 47 inches right up to 48 inches. That is our TJ size now, as we measure it around the curves. And the color of this shofar, I would say it is a maroon reddish marbling shofar. Very nice, can see that it's like a marbling. Beautiful, see that? Yeah, I'll describe it now as marbling. Beautiful, it's really absolutely beautiful. This is as good as my mobile phone, an iPhone picture captured. So for now, I'm going to tune this shofar before you. Yeah, we have already pre-drilled, and the bell have already cleaned out. And the color of this shofar on the reverse side is I would say light coffee brown color to olive green color. Yeah, you can see that. Very nice. Clean it out beautifully. Yeah, but this is still not a shofar yet. Yeah, we're going to tune it progressively, and you hear us tune and you decide whether the sound has changed from our different steps of tuning. Yeah, we basically have 3 steps of tuning. Yeah, and the drill that we have done for this particular horn, because it's quite a lengthy horn. Yeah, the hole there. It is using a 6.5. Yeah, we can see that 6.5 mm diameter drill, and using about an 8 inches length. Yeah, due to the length of this area where the hollowness of this horn finish. Yeah, I could have used a shorter one, but I just show you. I use it right up to even 30 centimeter, and this one is just 20 centimeter. Yep. So has already been drilled, and let's hear the airflow. Yeah, every time we must hear the airflow before we want to drill anything. Very nice sound, and this TJ size shofar will be amazing. So our TJ size shofar again, anything after 47 right up to 48 inches. Let's tune it. So I will use a cone carbide burr, tungsten carbide burr, and this tungsten carbide burr is about at the broadest base here is 9 millimeter, and the cross cut surface of this surface here That means if you measure this way, this is about 14 millimeter. So this is the one that we use. We get it from the market. Yeah, and just use this. Some people call this a countersunk. Yeah, it can be called a countersunk tungsten carbide cone, depending on how deep you want the countersunk to be. Yeah, so here goes. I'm going to tune it before you. So the sound now, there's no sound, just air. Yeah, so first step of tuning. It actually goes in the whole thing. This is a cross-cut surface and it goes right in. This is what with the depth that we want. And this is first step of tuning. So I just try, although it will not give a good sound, but it will just give us indication. So really very good. Yeah. So now the also in the first step of fine tuning, we are going to use another tungsten carbide burr, which is called the oval burr. Yeah, oval burr, and this I would say the head here is about let's just see, 11 millimeter. Yeah, the cutting head is also a cross cut. You see that? It's a cross cut. You see the surface cross cut, and the widest part of this oval tungsten carbide burr is 6.5 millimeter at the widest part. Yeah, 6.5 millimeter. So you can go and get one of these, more or less. Yeah, it can be bigger or it can be smaller, but I am used to this particular one. So I'm going to enlarge this into a cup. This hole here. After the cone been drilled in, I'm going to enlarge into a cup so that we can capture more of the blower's breath to push into and force the air out. So push the air out so you create a resonance or a vibration, vibrato sound. Very nice sound. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to do it. Tuning. I'm forming a hole here, inside here. It's just like a cup. Yeah, that's inside this position. Yeah, so that it can actually capture the air easily, nicely. And this particular opening here, which is called the mouthpiece area, it needs to be centered. Yeah, you need to know how to adjust it and that it be centered between all these points of the horn. Yeah, center. Then you can tune it better. So after this first initial tuning, let's just hear the sound before I show you how I first step, primary tuning. Wow, already very good. So what I will do is I'm going to use this customized plumb bob. Yeah, customized plumb bob. Those who know what the meaning is a plumb bob, it's just a builder's aligning, vertical aligning plumb bob. And I will just take out the knob here. There is another knob right here for the string to be tight. I take it out and I just stick one of these half inch, yeah, whichever that can fit nicely, a half inch bolt here into the hole, and just tighten it up so that I can have a firm grip. Yeah, just hold it nicely. So I'm going to heat it up, still in the first step. Yeah, these are all the first step procedure. There's second step and there's third step if needed. So I'm going to heat it up to using this industrial heat gun, and this industrial heat gun goes up to be about 600 Celsius to 700 Celsius, depending on how long I want to put it on to this position here. But every time remember that don't put too long, because it will melt the horn, and you melt the horn, then you got to readjust again, and sort of send it down again, send it down further and further, and for you to proceed. So every time be cautious when you use this. Let the children all not be near you, because why? When this blow gun hits your skin here for maybe about 2 to 3 seconds on full blast, it will melt your skin. It won't burn it, but it will melt it off. Yeah, so it's dangerous. This is how when people are caught in fire, unfortunate fire accident, you see sometimes the skin sort of like melt off. So it's not nice sight. Okay, so be careful with this industrial heat gun. So here we go. I never put it in direct. I always swirl it so that I can control the heat as I want. And through experience, you will see that the color of the horn actually change color when we use a heat gun on it. If you put it too long, it will just burn. You just get a yellowish, brownish, and become black color. Yeah. So you see how I control the heat by seeing through experience how the horn reacts to this heat that I apply. Too little and you cannot, the horn will not be malleable enough. But if too much, it will just melt off. So I think it's quite hot now. Yeah, you see, very quite hot now. So I will just use this plumb bob, customized plumb bob. Start to enlarge it little by little. Yeah, so now I will put it a bit more. See, it's a bit singed, but it's okay. It's not burnt. If not, it will melt off. So it's softer now, like it's more malleable. You see it? Like if you use it on your computer, your laptop, you will see the thing expanding. Yeah. You see that? It's now before enlarging the surface area of the cut-off point is about 14 millimeter. Yeah, and after enlarging, now let's see. It will always be accordingly to the horn. You can just simply we can't simply just determine a certain size and go for it. No, each horn is treated differently. So now the horn, the enlarged area, pull this now. The enlarged area now is about 16, about 16 mm. So you will hear the sound. Yeah, after rounding off this area a bit. just we are clearing of my tools. Hang it up, and I'm gonna use this tungsten carbide burr over burr to sort of perfect the opening here to make it balance on all sides. Okay, let us just round it off, because why the edge can be a bit sharp now on the internal part. So we just use a 320, maybe 240 waterproof sandpaper should be enough. But it must be always a waterproof sandpaper, not the dry type. Yeah, when you say dry type, it means you put in water, it will just disintegrate. But this one, use water to use it and smooth out things, it can still last longer, much longer. So let's see, this is the first process, and we see whether the first process, or do we need to repeat the process again, the number 2 or number 3. Let's hear the sound. I think this is very good enough. Step for this particular excellent TJ size shofar. Video 766 is more than enough. Yeah, I do not need to tune further for the second stage or the third stage. Sometimes you might need to capture the sound, the flow, the air for a better sound. But this one, first step is more than enough. So this, I would say, this particular horn, I have not yet do any engraving, but now I would say that it is approved. Yeah, when you hear the sound being done. And this horn is called a shofar now. It has fighting marks here and there, and this here has a very unique fighting marks here. You see that? It's just natural fighting marks, growth marks, where it probably when it was younger, it clashes, and it has some internal flaws in it. Yeah, and then it just grew over, and it's perfectly okay, because why, the hole doesn't puncture right through. It just gives you a uniqueness of this particular horn. Yeah, this particular animal that is fighting for its alpha position. So I hope you are satisfied seeing this particular shofar being tuned before you. And as you have seen this video, 766 TJ size. Give us a like on this video, and also subscribe to us for constant updates of our shofars that we make on site. We once in a while I'll show you my tuning in the videos. Yeah, and subscribe, and also share with your friends a positive comment that this is what you see is what you get. We will not send you any others. Yeah, only thing is that when we want to send it out of time, we will give you another round of polishing and sort of taking care of the surface here. Give you another layer of this spray paint on it. When it is a rough surface here like this, natural surface, you cannot polish it, because if you polish it, the wax will all get stuck into the grooves. So you don't do that. Yeah, or you can just spray, light spray. Yeah, and most important is if you have handled it regularly, your hand oil is more than enough to give it a sheen. When you start to use and start to rub, it has a very nice sheen that is only from you. Yeah, so help us to increase our subscriber base by sharing with your friends, and your friends will like to share again with their friends throughout the world. And let's make the world a world that sounds the shofar. You can hear the shofar being sounded by the believers. And this is what you see, is what you get. You're committed to it, that we will send nothing else but this particular shofar. If you say you want video 766, this is what you have. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you all, and Shalom.